week at Greystone FHA. Now, in the last video, I talked about the one thing. And that was that with any goal that we're trying to achieve, to be asking ourselves, what is the one thing I can do that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? This week I want to talk about two recent examples that I think really highlight the power of this question about the one thing. First, I want to talk about the incentive program that we had for the month of August. Now, as you know, as a platform, we have goals for this year. We have goals for how many deals we want to close, but we also have goals for how many deals we wanted to sign up for this year. And it's, thank God it's been a fantastic year, but we have very aggressive goals, right? And we were looking at this about a month ago, a little more than a month ago, and realized that we really wanted to sign up about another $2 billion of new deals by the end of the year. So we asked ourselves, what can we do that would really just bring in a lot of new business to really just kind of rev that engine? And we came up with the idea of doing an incentive program for the month of August. That was going to be our one thing. I'm happy to report that for the month of August, we really had some absolutely spectacular results. First, we had a record-breaking month for new engagement letters sent. We sent over $1 billion of new engagement letters during the month of August. That's a record breaker for us by far. We also signed up a record amount of new engagement letters. We signed up $575 million of new deals just in the month of August. And these deals were really across the board. We had half a dozen lien deals. We had 10 221D4s. We had 15 223Fs. Really just a variety of deals. But this was by far the most amount of deals that we've signed up in a single month since we've been keeping track. And I think it's very clear that this was tied directly to this incentive program. And so it really is amazing how just with one small idea of this incentive program, you can fuel $600 million of new business. Right? And deals are the fuel that we need for our fire, right? And the originators are out there hunting, making it rain, and this was a way to motivate them to really kind of step on the gas and just make a big difference in the month of August. So I want to first of all kind of congratulate the entire platform for just a spectacular month. Just awesome. What can I say? Just awesome. The second example I wanted to give was the sales conference that we had 2 weeks ago. As some of you may know, 2 weeks ago we had in Chicago the first ever Greystone Sales Conference. And this was at a 1.5-day event where we had every single salesperson from every single division within Greystone come together. It was FHA, agency, CMBS, EB5, investment sales, every single division. So how did that start? Well, a couple of years ago, we were talking about the fact that we thought that the platforms were too siloed, right? We didn't have as much collaboration across platforms as we would like. And we're trying to think about what we can do to address that. We had just recently, as a platform, I think we had held our second annual FHA all hands meeting. And I really saw the power of what happens when you get a group together, and just getting people together in person, the relationships that it helps build, the trust, the energy that occurs. And so coming out of that event, we suggested that, what if we did that for all of the salespeople? What if we got them all together? We don't know exactly what will happen, but I bet there'll be a lot more collaboration, a lot more cross-selling that comes as a result. So it took a couple of years for it all to come together, but finally it happened. And I think anyone who was there would tell you that it really was an amazing thing to witness. And suddenly all of the walls and the silos in communication really just kind of melted away. It's only been 2 weeks since that happened, but I am very highly confident that we'll see a lot more cross-selling, a lot more collaboration between the groups in the coming months and years. So here's another example of kind of one relatively small thing that we could do in order to achieve our goals. So I think this only serves to reinforce this idea of the one thing, and to really be looking at some of the biggest issues that we're trying to address, whether in our personal lives or our professional lives. Looking at not how do we climb the mountain, step by step, trudging in 3 feet of snow, but is there one thing that we can do that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? That's all for this week. I'll talk to you soon.